What's up, everybody? This Drummond from Progressive Action. I just seen pictures of our brother that slashing. It's grotesque. But what's happening? I wish you a speedy recovery, brother. And what's happening right now is, and I saw Kemper, Transit Chief Kemper, and Chairman Lieber last week with their press conference. And, you know, Lieber's an eloquent speaker. If he's nothing else, he's always on his toes. You see him at press conferences, at breakfasts. Eloquent man. Kemper's like the military, the police. They do what they do. But what's up, brother? But they looked discombobulated last week. And don't tell us about numbers. Crime is going down. It's like going up in a kitchen, cutting on the light. I remember when I was young, we had a roach problem when I was young back in the days. Living in South Jamaica. It was poor. If you cut on the light, you stop stomping the roaches. And then you say, well, we don't got as many roaches. But you still got a roach problem. So they can throw all the stats they want to throw. It means nothing. Because what's happening right now, brothers and sisters, we being hunted. And when you hunt, you shoot your gun, your arrow, whatever you're using. One thing you don't got to worry about, whatever you hunting, shooting back. So these folks out here know we are defenseless. They can't do this shit in the street. They don't know who they messing with in the street. They can't go in certain places. They can do the snatch and grab and all that. What they doing in this lawless city, Adams, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ex-law enforcement. You're doing nothing. But they know that if you got blue on, if you got that patch on, if you got that helmet on, if you got that blue, MTA blue, they could do what they want to us. And they're doing it. That is nothing but they're sitting back and hunting us. We're targets now. We're prey now. We're getting hunted now. What about that? Well, I don't know what that savage had. But what if he had an axe? What if he had a machete? What if he just blew his brains out? That's where it's going. And they don't know what to do. They got nothing in place to protect us. Nothing. And let one of us do what we got to do. And we're to a point where if we don't get murdered, we're in the life and death struggle for our lives. That's where we at. The union, the NYPD, the transit owe us an apology for doing nothing. They're doing nothing. Nobody's getting it. Like transit workers are getting it. These dudes are bringing their fights to the subways. They're waiting to enact their violence on the subway. A few weeks ago, they found a leg. They don't even drop nothing in the Hudson no more. They come to us. They're coming to the property, dropping off body parts. That's where we at. This is domestic terrorism. You should have transit, our properties, like the airport. Protect us like the airports are being protected. How about that? We move transportation. We're more vulnerable than the airports. That's a fact. So make it domestic terrorism. Ain't no surge. Surge don't mean nothing. A surge? We need you to stay there. If you don't know what you're doing, Lieber, Mr. Boston Davy, and let me tell you something, y'all ain't stopping nothing. Y'all not stopping this movement. This ain't all about Trammell. You ain't stopping nothing. You go into that, all your social media policies you want. You ain't stopping nothing. We're going to tell our brothers and sisters what's going on down here, because you're not doing it. You're doing press conferences lying. Am I lying? That's what you're doing. You think you're going to soft shoe us, talk about crime is going down? Who you think you're talking to? But they think we're stupid. We established that. They think we're stupid. We know that. Couldn't hit us with these numbers. Well, fear evasion is up 4%. 4 times. Of course it is. There was no, for 4 years ago, nobody was getting on the train. If you arrest 4 people, then it go up to 16. That's 20. That's 4 or 5 times, right? Keep playing with these numbers. I don't think you know what you're doing. I don't think so. We supposed to, brothers and sisters, we supposed to get back on them trains, get back on them buses and them platforms, and this business as usual, right? Nothing. Brother could have hit our brother's juggler. And King said the cameras mean nothing. Have you stopping guns? We took 16 guns off the street. You didn't take the guns that got that man murdered, or any of these folks murdered. You didn't catch them guns. How you gonna catch? You can't walk on the mezzanine without seeing a cop let somebody in them gates. Them cops are on their phones. We gotta be on point. Nobody else is on point. Now how the hell we gonna do a sweep? And you got them barriers. Them barriers are gonna be right on the tracks with that robot they had. What is your? They don't appreciate our lives. So they gonna put a Fisher Price barrier at 125, and that's gonna stop. So they laughing at that. 120. Somebody gonna wind up smoking one of those poles. 125th. They're going to use them barriers for a CeeLo game. You can't make this up. They're not protecting us. They don't know. Evidently, they don't know how. And I don't want to see no union press conferences. If you ain't getting at the governor and y'all going on the bus ride, enjoy the breakfast. Enjoy the lunch. When you go to lobby day, y'all going to breakfast and lunch. You don't got to go up to Albany to get at them. The governor got an office on 3rd Avenue. Whenever this union open his mouth and talk about this and that, the governor controls this budget. That woman had the property like Fort Knox when she was running for governor. She know how to do it. They know how to do it. They know how to keep us safe. They don't care enough. I'm not saying they don't care. They don't care enough. Because they expect you to get on them trains and them buses, regardless, them platforms, on the mezzanines and new stations. They don't care. Are they inept? Which one is it? Which one? And again, Davey, SAR, you're never going to stop nobody from Progressive Action for saying what they're going to say to protect our brothers and sisters. We're never going to stop. There's no policy you can enact to stop us from informing and trying to protect our brothers and sisters. And this is what I'm saying, brother. Y'all see why Trammell got that 30 days? This was all set up. But let's talk about safety. I'll get back to that at another date. But all I can say, other than conveying my outrage and their disrespect of us, we don't care about your weekly letters, Mr. Davy, Creslow, Lieber, press conferences, Tim Mitten's comments. Your PR people, we don't care about that. It's real down here, like they say. It's real in the field. It's real. We don't care about the cameras because the cameras only catch them after we hurt. It's too late. These criminals do everything but say cheese. They put a hoodie on camera, a black hoodie. They throw it up, put in trash, put on the red hoodie. Had a Yankee hat on, put a New York Met hat on. They walk right out the stations if they don't use our trains as a getaway. And then you're going to get on somebody for taking photos to inform our brothers and sisters that's what's going on. You're not doing it. And whoever's the social media watchdog for transit, you're a weasel. You're a weasel. Kind of job is that? This America. Freedom of speech. What you the transit, you're a Putin now? You're a communist now? This country built on freedom of speech? And y'all think y'all gonna shut us down? You never shut progressive action down. Ever. Like Trammell said, I agree, brother. Here. Whether we on the job, now you ain't stopping nothing. We know how this thing work. Everybody know how this thing work. Even the criminals. They know they're not going to jail. They know they're getting out. They know they're not getting that 7 years. They know there's no resolving. I can think it with the cops. You arresting people, they get right out, but you gotta keep arresting them. Ain't no, I'm tired. Ain't no, nah, I'm tired of arresting the same guy. Keep arresting them. This poor girl in Georgia, this nurse, I don't know you heard, got murdered in Georgia. But before she got murdered, the judge let him out here. And he got on his skates, talking about before they got the paperwork to stop him, he got out. He got out. Everybody's getting out. Everybody, our brother Craig tries to protect his life, serve this country, and y'all trying to ruin our brother? This is absurd what's going on. And brothers and sisters, protect yourself. You come first. This is PTSD. Anybody who's seen them photos, anybody, and they got the right to see those photos. That's our brother. And we got a right to know what's going on when we have active shooters on our trains, on our platforms, on our buses. And we had our brother on the bus a few weeks ago fight for his life. We didn't sign on for this. Forget the surges. Bring the National Guard. Put them on every platform. That's the surge we need. Listen, New York, the folks that ride with us every day is more than the populations for like 23 states. Every day is literally the population of states all around the United States. And what are they doing with that? We need people there. We need booths. We don't need surges. We don't need no drive-by. Top of the day, officers coming through. Take a few people off the train and keep it pushing. We need you to stay there. You need to be stationed there. Around the clock. That's where we at. The security is always in the airport. They're always there. These are domestic terrorists. We're being terrorized right now. This ain't crime now. We're being targeted. This is where everything is happening. There's no projects. There's no street corner. There's no hood. There's no park. Easier to commit crimes. More convenient for a criminal than the subways and the buses. Everybody's getting whack on us. And what you gonna do, Richard Davey? What you gonna do, Labor? What you gonna do, Kempler, NYPD chief? What are y'all doing besides holding press conference and throwing stats out? So listen, are you waiting for one of us to die? Or two of us to die? Or a mass shooting with us and the passengers? What are you waiting for? I just admitted that you don't know what you're doing. That the subways in New York has become ungovernable. Y'all don't know what to do, and y'all don't, maybe like I heard a brother say, maybe it's a state of emergency right now. Because you're going to sit back. What can you tell any of us about safety? What can you say anything? Go get back on your train. We got it under control. We know you don't. Imagine living nobody in New York right now. Not NYPD, not FDNY. Maybe corrections. But you don't hear about them every 3 days. You could almost, if they couldn't do a lottery on the next crime that's going to happen in the city, but you could bet. You don't have to be a fortune teller Nostradamus to know that 9 out of 10 times when you hear about assault these days and you hear about something, it's in the subways. Nobody can tell you no specific street no more. Like, yo, it's bad in Brownsville or South Bronx or South Jamaica. It's the subways. It's just about what station is it today? Where did it occur? Is it a bus operator? Is it a conductor, train operator? Is it a cleaner? Is it a station agent? Is it an employee walking to his towers, a flagger going to their quarters? We just talking about geography right now at that point. Because ain't nothing stopping. And the union, step up. Forget that. Listen, have fun. Y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve it. I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be a DJ on the bus this year. Y'all the ride. But don't fool yourself for a minute that you going there to affect some change, because you don't have to go there. We pay coke dues so we can get some change. What politician doing anything for us? What politician have press conferences about our safety? About our lives? And we talking about safety, we're talking about our lives. And we talking about our lives, we're talking about going back to our families. We're talking about our well-being and our family's well-being, even the family that work down here, or the family that use the subway system and the buses. I forbid my family to come anywhere around these things. Hit the Uber. They could do Long Island Railroad. We know they're safer. They could do Metro North. This is a whole different ball game. I don't know if it's a class thing. I don't know if they just say, like, it'll get better, give it time. Just give it time. They think it's going to work itself out. They might think that. These people at 2 Broadway, 180, Piedmont Street, wherever they got their headquarters now, they don't know us. They don't understand us. And damn the people who understand us and know what we do and treat us like shit. Damn y'all. Some of these folks, if I heard somebody say online, I agree, if Harriet Tubman, if they was there Harriet Tubman time, they would have snitched on her. We got ops all around us, brothers and sisters. Protect us. That's what we want. Protect us. Protect us. It's the biggest safety safe. But now you have to protect us. That's what you have to do. And brothers and sisters, get your head together. Do what you got to do. Think about yourself, not this company. This company don't give a damn about you. That's obvious. That's obvious. Or they don't care enough to do something about this. And this falls on the governor. Hit the governor. Let's forget lobby day. Hit the governor's mansion. Hit her. She's letting these judges let these criminals out. She's respecting this mayor with this god-awful city. Migrants breakdancing on cops' faces. Scams. We living in hell on earth. And then we got to come to work and take this. Y'all be ashamed, yes, Mr. Davy, Mr. Lieber, Richie Davis, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed of yourself. Have us out there like sheep for slaughter. Everybody be safe. I'll be back. Take care.